Yo, back at it once again. Hood money out there. Week 7 for your viewing pleasures. This day, Thursday. It's Benny Boone out here. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get these W's back on the board for the people. You know what I'm saying? We was close last week. We came super close. We was actually close. We was down to the Monday night game. You know what I'm saying? All we needed was, two things that happened. One happened, one didn't. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into it. But, it's just what it is. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's been a down year. It's been a down year out there. It's three good teams out there. It's two good teams in the AFC. It's one good team in the NFC. And it's really only two good teams because one of them teams in the AFC is really legit. But we're going to get into all of that. The recap, it was pretty good ball. Pretty good ball. Came close. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the last two parlays, we just needed the Bears to cover the spread. They won the game, you know what I'm saying? And we just needed the Bills to win the game. Somehow they lost. Somehow, they go to Atlanta and, Josh Allen, he's supposed to be MVP front runner, look like Baker Mayfield, the front runner to me, because, he came out there. I don't know what that performance was, but lost to the Falcons. And so, as you see, that messed up our parlays. And then we had another one we was close, but the Cowboys couldn't get it done for the other parlay. And then, of course, we was both 2 for 4 on the scoring props and the over-under, for me. And my man from the street, he put it in there. It was a tie, vicious tie. We both was 3 out of 4. You know what I'm saying? Both trying to get all them W's for everybody to get that purple W in there. But 3 out of 4 for both of us. We're gonna, try to get you some W's on that side. Like I said, it's an interesting week. You know what I'm saying? A couple more of the top teams lost. You know what I'm saying? Teams that weren't expected to win. Lost and a couple won. It was interesting going into the midpoint in a couple weeks. I know you can smell it. Smell that Thanksgiving dinner. But, before we get to that, we got to get these double-digit wins. We need these double-digit wins by the time they start passing out the Halloween candy, really, you know what I'm saying? But, we're going to see what the board do. Like I said, we had 5 parlays coming for one and winning. So we need all them the cash this week as we get to these Week 7 matchups. We're going to have buys the next few weeks going forward, so it's always going to be a game or two that's off the board, and it's going to be a game or 2 or maybe 3 that I don't like. So, as we get into it, it's Thursday night. It's Steelers Bengals. You know what I'm saying? Steelers fresh off a win. Bengals fresh off a loss. What can I say? Bengals still couldn't get it done, even though they had Joe Flacco out there. This time Green Bay took care of business against them. Steelers went out there, took care of business against Cleveland. Rookie quarterback, they did what they were supposed to do. So they had a bye week last week against the Browns. Looks like they're going to have another bye week against the Bengals. I see the Steelers going up there and getting it done. It's a lot of turmoil in Cincinnati, still trying to get Flacco accustomed to that system out there. Hendrickson might play, he might don't. He's saying he probably won't. So all type of things going on in Ohio. I think Steelers take advantage. I take them on both the spread and the money line. All right, we got the Rams and the Jaguars, two teams that look pretty solid at the beginning of the year. One might still be solid. The other one, just took a loss last week. We'll see where they go. Jaguars took that loss last week. Rams trying to stay in that tight AFC West. Actually, trying to get back off a loss themselves. Both of them trying to bounce back. I see. The Rams actually doing it. I like Matthew Stafford. I like what they're doing out there. Figured they'd get it done last week. They had a little bit of a bye because they played the early game, so they should be rested out there. Jaguars look like same old Jaguars last week against big competition. It looked like they could beat those regular teams against better competition. You saw what the result was, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with that. I'm going to take the Rams. Take Rams on the road to cover that spread, and money line. I just take the spread. I wouldn't some the 3-point spread. All right, our next matchup is the Saints and the Bears. One team came back down to earth. The other team, with a tremendous win last week, somehow pulling off a win on Monday night. Saints came in there, thought they was going to pick up yet another win. Didn't happen. Chicago came for redemption from what happened last year with the Hail Mary. The receiver is still on the team for the Commanders. Hadn't played this year much, though. Often injured Noah Brown, as well as McLaurin and Eckler and a host of other guys. They look to have everything under control for a little while. They were up late in the game. Somehow you fumble the ball with the don't understand how you fumble the ball without nobody touching you. It's weird to fumble the ball like that and to let the other team recover and to let the other team score and it's your home. It doesn't make any sense. 3 turnovers led to 3 scores, led to the Bears winning. I see the Bears winning again this week. I see the Bears going in there, being at home this week and getting it done. You can take the spread and the money line if you want to play it safe. But yeah, definitely Chicago to keep that rolling. All right, our next matchup is the Dolphins-Browns. I will not be betting on this game. Both of these teams are terrible. They both have 1 win. Gabriel is out there for right now. Pretty soon it might be Sanders. You never know. So everybody screaming for Shador. Tua is out there, undercutting his teammates. You should never want to do that during the season. You know what I'm saying? So, who knows? They might block for him this week. They might don't. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't come out on media and get on your players. But that's a locker room issue. Maybe, he actually too old to actually not know that. With that said, I wouldn't be betting on this game, but I take the Browns. I take Dylan Gabriel to get that win and keep Shador on the bench for 1 more week. And even if he messes up, possibly that quarterback battle is more interesting than anything going on in Miami. So I would take the Browns, but I'm not taking that game. My next game is a game I'm taking is the Patriots. I'm going on the road against the Titans. As you can see, I like a lot of road favorites this week. That's how it falls sometimes. The Patriots been looking good. That whole draft class 2 years ago has been looking good. Drake May led his team to another big win last week. Titans look like they could hang in for a minute with the Raiders and then eventually got beat by a lot of points out there. Still trying to figure it out with the rookie quarterback. Patriots coach used to be the Titans coach. They fired him and he's got on with the Patriots, and I believe he's going to go over there and he's going to show them why, he got a coaching job elsewhere and that team is doing good. Like Vrabel's been doing out there, the coaching position, like with the receivers with Bourne and Diggs and the running game with Stevenson and them, they all was looking good. Hopefully they all be healthy and ready to go. But yeah, I like the Patriots both. You can take the Patriots on the money line, and if you really like them, you can take them on the spread. It's 6.5. They should be able to cover that. Take the Patriots on the road to get it done. Our next matchup is the AFC West matchup, a long-time rivalry between the Raiders and the Chiefs. Raiders looked good last week, gave 1 more win than they had. They had 1 last week, and then they picked up that second one against the Titans. The Chiefs have 3 wins. They sustained that loss last week, looking to get back in the W column, looking to get back over 500. It's going to be an interesting game. It always is. It's 2 big divisional matchups in this week 7. And I like the underdogs in both of them. I'm going to take the Raiders and the points in this game. I think it's even if the Chargers do win, the spread is ridiculous. The Chiefs really can't beat anybody by 2 scores right now, especially 2 touchdowns. I think the young rookies and Genty and Bowers, and also got Michael Mayer back last week, which was a definite plus for Geno Smith. So yeah, I look for the Raiders to keep it close. I look for the Raiders to single digits, maybe. Maybe you could take the Raiders on the money line, try to win that money, but definitely the Raiders and the points. All right, our next matchup will be the Eagles versus the Vikings. The Eagles and the Vikings out there doing their thing, All right, the Eagles have sustained another loss last week. The Eagles and the Bills were just undefeated 2 weeks ago and have since lost 2 straight. The Vikings still with Carson Wentz trying to right that ship out there, trying to get them above 500. I don't have much faith in Carson Wentz. Jalen Hurts has the best 3 receivers in football to me at all 3 positions. Maybe not the best at both positions, but the best at 3 positions. He has the best running back. He's just not a great quarterback. Like I said last year, we've seen his level of quarterbacking, and it's not 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. It's more like 200 yards and 1 touchdown and a rushing touchdown. So Jalen Hurts is what he is. I definitely don't see the Eagles repeating this year. I definitely don't want to think the fans want to see that brand of football that they play on offense. But I think they're going to get it done simply because I don't think they will lose 3 straight. And the Vikings still have to figure things out and have to get McCarthy back and figure out their whole quarterback situation in general. I would take the Eagles in the spread. Our next matchup would be the Panthers versus the Jets. So Panthers slim favorite. Panthers win a couple games straight. Jets still haven't led to win a game. I'm definitely staying away from this game. Simply because I believe Fields is due for a win. Even though I don't no longer believe he's a starting NFL quarterback, has enough skill to possibly be a backup in the league, along with Bryce Young. Both of these guys, I believe, will be backups in the future. But Panthers obviously look a little better. Xavier Legette has looked better. Rico Dowdle came in last week for Chuba Hubbard and looked great. So the running game looks like it's going to be good going forward. It always helps out a quarterback. So if I was to take this game, I would just take the Panthers. But that's a dangerous bet to make, so I just stay away from it. Our next matchup would be the Giants going on the road to take on the Broncos. Bo Nix and them picking up W's, and the Giants are as well, upsetting people along the way. Got a great running back tandem back there. Jackson Dart out there, the young rookie. Looks like the best thing going from that draft. Bo Nix looks like one of the better things going from last year's draft. Broncos 7.5-point favorites playing in Mile High. Or Empower Stadium. Still, the altitude is going to be very thin out there for the Giants. Giants are looking pretty good the way that offense is rolling. Wan'Dale Robinson and Tracy and, like I said, Scatterboo and those guys. The Broncos defense trying to stay in the top 10 out there. It's been looking decent as of yet. As of lately, Bo Nix hasn't been turning the ball over as much. If I was to bet this, I am betting this game, and I would take the Giants in the points. I don't see the Broncos beating the Giants right now because they have been hot. I don't see them winning by that many points. I would take also the Broncos on the money line just because they are at home. But I definitely see the Giants going in there and giving the Broncos a little bit of problems before they get that W. All right, our next matchup is a high-profile matchup. Is the Colts and is the Chargers. Colts and the Chargers. Colts are the best team in the AFC. Like I said, there's only 3 good teams in the AFC or in the NFL. It's the Colts, it's Tampa Bay, and it's Pittsburgh. And after that, Green Bay's record 3-1-1. I don't think that qualifies to be a good record. So I'd say it's 3 records, and the Colts got one of them. Chargers, trying to rebound from 2 straight losses to NFC East opponents. Did that last week and getting a big W. Looking to follow that up with another W. I believe the Chargers will get this W. A lot of people like the Colts right now. Like I said, I don't have that much faith in Daniel Jones. I have a lot of faith in Jonathan Taylor and Michael Pittman. And that defense, Tyler Warren, the young rookie out there as his safety blanket. I like all those guys. I just don't have faith that Daniel Jones can get it done in a high leverage situation. I think Herbert has been in more of those lately and is going to end up at home having a slight edge in this matchup, which is why I would take the Chargers both on the spread and on the money line. If you wanted to really play it safe, I just take the spread. All right, our next matchup is that other divisional big matchup, the NFC East. You got the Commanders on the road, and they will be playing the Cowboys. This has always been a big matchup since Scans Cowboys. Most people think it still is. When the team comes back to the city, it might still be. But for right now, it's the Commanders, Cowboys. It's going to be out there. They both will be out there. Both going to be fired up. One team trying to get over 500. The other team trying to get over 500. So it's all going to be good. One team got a tie. One team don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be an interesting matchup. Spread open up. Commanders 2.5. I remember last year, probably later than this, about a month later than this, Commanders was rolling. Cowboys was below 500. The spread was minus 10.5 and to the Commanders, and the Cowboys beat the hell out of the Commanders, which is what I see happening in this game. And that was with McLaurin and Noah Brown. McLaurin is questionable. Brown just hit the IR. Eckler is out for the year, and of course Brian Robinson is gone. And they did a couple things to replace those guys, but not really. They haven't really replaced those guys. Devo finds himself by himself most of the time. Cowboys will be getting CeeDee Lamb back to go with Pickens. Pickens been looking real good since CeeDee Lamb's been out. Look for that to continue, and Javonte Williams to keep doing his thing at the running back spot. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. I'm going to say that the Cowboys win at home on the money line. and it's going to be an interesting NFC East after that game, I believe. All right, our next matchup will be the Packers versus the Cardinals. Packers trying to stay atop the NFC standings. The Cardinals trying to stop that skid. Will they be able to this week? Most people in the bookie and me don't believe so. I mean, the Packers have been looking good. They look to have lost a couple receivers, but they still have, they still have a couple receivers with Dubes and Wicks and, Josh Jacobs and Tucker Kraft has really emerged at the tight end position, actually getting in the end zone this year. Kyler Murray has looked decent, but like I said, it's mostly a height thing with Kyler Murray. He's barely able to see over that lane. Has to do a lot of scrambling to get those passes off, and with the injuries he's been facing, and Marvin Harrison not really coming on like he probably is supposed to, it's going to be rough for the Cardinals going forward. They're probably going to need a couple more top 10 draft picks to be competitive. I look for the Packers both to win this game on the money line and on the spread, on the road. All right, my next matchup is NFC West matchup that should be interesting. Battle of the top two teams in that division with the Falcons, Niners, and also the Rams up there, and the Seahawks. That is a very tight NFC West race, like I told you it was going to be, and it's going to be interesting. Sorry about that. Falcons are actually in the South now. I'm thinking about the West right now. Hood money. Sometimes but the Falcons in the South now. There's an old NFC West matchup about to happen here with the Niners and the Walking Wounded playing the Falcons, who've been big recently. Been big, been getting the wins, been playing some tough top 10 defense out there, top 5 defense out there. Niners just been winning on pure adrenaline. Well, I mean, they trying to get people back, but people like Joey Bosa is gone for the season. Ayuk still isn't back. Kittle possibly could be back. The only guy really out there consistently is McCaffrey. Brock Purdy is going to be out again. The Niners will be at home, and this will be an interesting matchup. Look for the Falcons to actually drop the ball on this one. If they were actually a good franchise and a good team, I'd probably take them on the money line. But the Niners are that franchising team, proud organization. Probably will surprise the Falcons. I'm looking for that to happen. I would take the Niners on the money line because of the kicking game also of both teams is average to shaky at best. All right, we got 2 more Monday night games this week. We got a big matchup, Buccaneers versus the Lions. We got the South versus the North out there. Tampa Bay, best team in the NFC. Only 1 loss. Lions trying to topple them, bring them back down to the pack. This could be a big game if the Buccaneers win. For Mayfield's MVP standings, he's looking like the one so far. More than Lamar Jackson, more than, of course, Burrow's gone, Mahomes, more than Allen, more than any of those guys. He's been putting up serious numbers. He's been leading fourth quarter comebacks, all the things that a regular season MVP would do, and also leading his team to the best record. Jared Goff has been working with the new offensive coordinator. Still has a 2-headed monster behind him with Montgomery and Gibbs. Still has around St. Brown and the rest of those guys at the receiving position. Laporta out there at the tight end spot. They look good to go. The Branch on the defense will be suspended for this game due to the punch at the end of last week's game when they took that L. And I look for the Buccaneers to take advantage of that. I look for the Buccaneers to keep this game close and possibly put it out. For betting purposes, I would take the Lions on the money line, or I would take the Buccaneers on the points. Either way, I don't see how you could go wrong unless the Buccaneers pull it out, which they possibly could. But their offense is banged up with their rookie receiver out and Evans out and Goodwin also out. And so I'm not sure how they're going to get it done, but they could possibly keep it close. We'll see. But definitely take the Lions on the spread with the Buccaneers on the point. All right, our last matchup will be the Texans going on the road to play the Seahawks. Texans been looking decent as of late. Stroud's been finding Nico Collins a little more, getting downfield, getting in the end zone. Seattle's got a 2-headed monster of their own with Kenneth Walker III and Zach Charbonnet. That's been looking real good for them with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold's looking good with his new team. Looks like he might have found a home there, unless something bad happens. Looks like he's basically Geno Smith, only a little taller, and might probably get you a win or 2 more which could be good for a playoff position. And Texans also trying to get back in that South, which has now become a little tougher than they expected, winning that South last year. Trying to get back into that race. I don't think they do this week. Defense has been looking better. The offense is looking better, but they will be playing in Seattle. Seattle's a tough place to play, and I look for Stroud to get rattled by that D and that 12th man out there, and for the Seahawks to take it. All right, our parlay board for the day. We got guaranteed winners today, guaranteed winning week, and the guaranteed winner, because, we in a little scared, and I was looking at it, and I was like, this is the week. And whoever was winning or not, this is a week for guaranteed money. So here we go. Parlay number one. We got the Bears on the money line. We got the Raiders with the spread. We got the Broncos on the money line. We got the Cowboys on the money line. I guarantee winning parlay for this week is going to be the Patriots with the spread. It's going to be the Rams with the spread. It's going to be the Steelers with the money line. And it's going to be the Seahawks with the money line. Our third parlay, we had the Packers with the money line, the Chargers with the spread, the Eagles with the spread, and the Niners on the money line. And our last parlay, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the Bears on the money line. We're going to put the Giants with the spread. We're going to put the Cowboys with the money line, and we're going to put the Patriots with the money line. All right, and our anytime touchdown score prop bets, we got Brian Robinson out there. He been looking good lately. Taylor, fresh off 2. Look for him to get one more. Brown in that big matchup there, and we're going to go Saquon to finally get in that end zone after a couple weeks. All right, on the other side, we're going to go with Jahmyr Gibbs out there. We're gonna take Tyler Warren in that matchup out there. We're gonna take Josh Jacobs to keep it going in Green Bay, and we're gonna take Javonte Williams for the Cowboys. All right, our over-under segment. On our over-under segment, I'm gonna try to get y'all these W's here this time. We're gonna try to get it right on the over-under. We got the over for the KC Vegas game. We got the under for the Washington Dallas game. We got the under for the San Francisco Atlanta game. And we got the over for the Colts in the San Diego game. And my man from the streets, we pretty much did the same thing, 2 overs, 2 unders, just different teams. He did the under in the Detroit-Houston game, the over in the Philadelphia-Minnesota game, the over in the Miami-Cleveland game, and the under and the Carolina-New York Jets game. So there you have it. There it is. Lock it in, put it in. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we don't, we ain't gonna call it right now. We looking to catch them all, because, we gotta get to them double digits real quick, so we can get to them 20s, so we can get to them 30s, we can get to them 40s. It's still a chance. It's still outside shot. We ain't done yet. So definitely a mathematical possibility at this point. So we ain't tripping on the last few weeks, but we gotta keep getting them W's. Like I said, we gotta guarantee money out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, comment. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to them. I'm definitely get to them. I'm answering them as fast as I can, getting to it as fast as I can, dog. So this been Benny Boom. One more time, before we sign off, we get on the road. And as usual, let's get this money. Did it cut off? Did it cut